There we go. That won't run out of time. It's got 66 hours worth on it.
Dope. 300 gigabytes?
Nope, 4.
How low is your record setting?
The lowest?
Okay.
I have no idea. I haven't changed anything, so it probably is the lowest.
Oh, we're going?
I love starting at surprising times. Beautiful.
Every time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rabbithole podcast, where hopefully this one is better than the last.
Man, we didn't. I mean, did you want to be here last time? Do you like your job?
Whew, I don't know, man.
Some coaching notes. Don't suck. Stop sucking.
Oh.
But never stop sucking up to me. That's how you get ahead.
All right. That's how I get ahead?
That's how I get ahead.
Oh. Well, I didn't know you meant sucking up literally.
I'll put the word specialist on your job title if you go down on me.
I have that in my other job title.
Okay. What about technician?
Don't have that one.
Oh, yeah. You could be a technician.
All right. So,
Blowjob technician. Below me.
So we were just playing Hyrule Warriors because that last podcast sucked so bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's more boring, that last podcast or Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, it takes a minute. It takes a minute to really get into everything.
Well, I played Dynasty Warriors a lot when I was a kid, but it was also like I'm sorry about the table noise. It's also like a kid's game.
Sorry about the table noise. Yeah.
I just slide my coffee cup around and do other bullshit.
It's cool once it actually gets into the story. It takes a minute. Once those orbs that it talked about for a second. Once that bitch with the titties.
Right.
She gets those orbs together and awakens Ganon and then causes this huge weird rift where Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and such are all like, there are levels from each of those games with characters from those games that you have to go and correct the situation.
So did anybody actually capture Zelda, or are they just trying to shoehorn Sheik into this?
That.
Okay. What is a shoehorn?
It's a thing to get your foot into a shoe.
I believe you're right.
It's a device that like
you just grab
pulls the back. Yeah, it pulls the back there so you can put your foot in.
Without untying your shoes.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the issue is like you're just trying to wear shoes that are too small. I think that's what it's for.
Yeah, like my pumps.
Yeah, definitely.
If I have Chinese food, my feet
no way
swell
they got
up.
pumps in your size.
What is that supposed to fucking mean?
Means you got big feet, just like me. I think we wear like a very similar size.
Yeah, my perfect fit is a 13 athletic extra wide.
And I'm a 13.
Yeah, I'll wear a 14 wide to get by.
I had a pair of Adidas that were like, haha, you thought a 13 would fit you, but you have to get a 14 instead. I'm like, why is every other shoe a 13?
Except for Adidas.
And then Converse a 12, I guess.
Did you order it online?
No.
Okay.
I went to the store and 13 wouldn't fit, so I tried a 14.
Was that embarrassing?
Yeah.
Were there girls laughing at you and you had to explain to them this normally fits?
No, they weren't. They were like, oh, big feet, huh? And I was like, yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with my penis. And then they laughed.
It's just...
in a bad way. It wasn't
you.
like, ha ha ha, you're so funny. It was, ha ha, you have a small dick.
John wants to know if we want to smoke after his photo shoot.
What time is that?
His photo shoot's at 7. I'm down.
I feel like I'm down.
You remember Alex?
Yeah?
He's going to go shoot a naked lesbian photo shoot. where she's the star and she's been contracting people to be naked with her.
Wow.
We saw a lot of
That's
Alex on the
scummy.
honey shoot. Well, it's her birthday present. John didn't
I
solicit
don't
it to her.
understand.
She wants it.
No, I meant she's scummy.
Yes.
Contracting people to be naked with her.
Well, she just put it out on Facebook. Who wants to be nude in a photo with me?
Oh.
Her type of group is into that type
Yeah,
of thing.
I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Well, she's got enough social media pool that she can get some people to, like, stand naked next to her. When I say it like that, it sounds dark.
That's what I'm saying.
She's
It's like those people who are like, I'm making a movie. I wrote it, I'm directing it, and I'm the star, and there's tons of sex scenes in it.
Well, at least she's just doing a photo shoot.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it makes me think of.
The only time I was really weirded out, I never know if Mia's actually happy doing the things that she's doing, or if she has no conflict skills.
It's hard to tell, right?
She has no conflict skills. But yeah, when we were doing the honey shoot with Alex, we got some other people's tits out. Not me, not John. Me was.
You didn't take your tits out?
No.
Wow.
She was like, well,
wow.
the only thing that I contributed was that they were really wanting to listen to cool music while they were doing it, and they were playing all this hip hop, and they're like, Jeff, put a track on. So I played the Airman theme from Mega Man 2.
All right.
Yeah, killed the whole vibe.
That's funny. That's like back in the day whenever I used to have parties at my house, and whenever Aaron and his friends were there, they would always be trying to put on like rap stuff and stuff that would normally be at a party, I guess, and I'd be like, ha ha ha, no, this is my house. I'm gonna play everything that pretty much none of you people like.
You should be able to play punk and metal, but you should be consistent. What really bums me out is someone puts on country music.
Yeah, my thing, like, whenever I had parties at my apartment, whenever I didn't live with Aaron and stuff, and it was just my people, there was no problems at all, just playing metal and shit, people, like, just fucking hardcore dancing in the living room. Hilarious shit. Playing the Pokemon theme song by Power Glove. People just screaming the lyrics.
What kind of drugs were involved?
None, just a lot of alcohol.
There we go.
And there's probably weed.
I don't like kids our age. I don't like their music.
Kids our age? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like 27 to 30. Definitely if you're under 25. I don't...
Well, yeah.
I like Post Malone as a podcast guest.
Me too.
Some of his music
I
is
like him.
fun.
He just seems like a cool dude. But, like, I don't really care for his music.
I don't like SoundCloud at all.
I liked him on Good Mythical Morning. That was pretty great. I don't know if you saw that.
No, probably not.
Post Malone was on Good Mythical Morning, and apparently he watches, like, every episode.
Been
So he's, like, referencing...
ago?
Like, maybe last year sometime.
I think I might have actually.
He's just, like, referencing all the different stuff that they've done before. It's like, that's cool, because they always have guests that don't know what the hell's happening. And it's like, I get it, but come on.
I finally started watching a little bit and then fell back off when they just put a book out and they went back to North Carolina to visit their homes. I watched that little documentary.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a good book, too. Like, I was like, wow.
You read it?
I audibled it.
Oh, I saw you posting about it.
Yeah. It was good,
great.
and I want them to do a sequel. I hope they do a sequel, because they left it off with, like... there could be a sequel, but then they talked about it on the podcast, and they were like, yeah, I mean, enough people have to buy it, like, for us to make a sequel. And I'm like, well, hopefully that happens.
What happened to the buddy system?
They did 2 seasons, and then YouTube Red fell apart.
YouTube Red's not falling apart. They still have originals for Justin Bieber and all sorts of people.
I don't hear about them at all.
Oh, they're promoted. They're on the homepage. Well, they call them YouTube Originals now.
Yeah. Well, they're not so much on Premium anymore, though. YouTube Originals, like, that's for everyone.
Oh.
I think Premium is just shifting over to that.
Is Minefield still premium?
I think so, but they released a bunch of stuff that they used to have on there just for everybody. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Matt Pat's parkour thing, where he had the Mythbusters for gaming.
Yeah.
Which was really not that very well.
Yeah, that was alright. I liked some of the guests. That's what was the draw for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the draw for all of them, is YouTubers talking to YouTubers and YouTubers using influence.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I even watched the first season of Escape the Night because I had people on it that I liked, but I'm like,
that was stupid.
It was so bad. I actually don't know if I got through the whole season. I watched at least the first few episodes, though.
I couldn't do it.
Because I know, I didn't understand, like, is this... It's pretending to be a reality show.
No, it's just a cameo porn for
but
untalented
it's just,
people.
Yeah, it just was not... It felt confusing because it felt like it was trying to be a reality show, but it was scripted. And people can't act. So it just always felt weird.
Yeah, H3 and then the people from Smod have talked about what it's like to get those YouTube original deals, and the crews show up and they're real super professional crews who really don't give a shit about what's happening.
It is true. It's true.
They have those kind of workers out there, though. Like, if we had half those people in Oklahoma doing lazy shit like that, we'd have a much more stout film community.
That's true. But really, like, YouTube Red only had one thing that was actually really good, and that was Minefield.
Yeah.
Which I think they're still continuing that.
It's super good.
Like, as an original. Because I think they've done 3 seasons at this point. And since, you know, Vsauce 1 is just basically nothing at this point.
I could tell you how much Minefield there is. Is Minefield being hosted on Vsauce, or is it its own channel?
Yeah, I think it's on Vsauce.
Oh, okay. Well, then it would take me too long to tell you, and I wouldn't care. Oh, Originals is one of the buttons right at the top.
Yep.
Shit. Suck. Get out of here. Funniest moments in Smash. I don't know why I watch so many of those stupid videos.
I do too, and a lot of reaction videos. I watch so many reaction videos, and I hate it.
Why are you doing it then?
Because I enjoy watching it, but I don't respect it at all. Like, the people doing it, pretty much all of them, I can't stand, like, I can't respect it. But I like watching people react to shit.
What?
I don't know why.
You talking about the people with no skills or editing that are just watching stuff live and pausing it sometimes?
Mostly, yeah.
Don't give those people your fucking views.
But I like it!
They're fucking freebooters.
Well, I'm not talking about people that just, like, have the whole thing there.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I like reaction content sometimes.
I like it because I don't know. I don't know why I like it. It's just a thing.
I watch Kevin Smith react to trailers. Kevin Smith feels scripted a lot of the time.
I don't really watch any of his stuff anymore.
Wow. Traitor.
If he put out more fucking podcasts, that's the thing. Like, he changed so much stuff where it was like, I don't like the new way that he's doing a lot of things.
You don't like the new Fat Man on Batman?
No, not really. I like Mark Bernardin, but like,
did you see any of the Black Man Beyond episodes?
I feel like I watched one of them, but I just haven't been on the Smodcast anything, and Smodcast even went like way downhill as well. And now Hollywood Babylon, that's the one that I want to keep happening, and it's like nowhere.
It's on, well, not full episodes on YouTube. He's been posting classic episodes of Babylon on YouTube.
Yeah, I want more Babylon, damn it. It's like my favorite thing. It took me so long to get into it, and it was like the most consistent thing because Smodcast devolved into him just laughing, being super high and just laughing the whole time. It's like, this isn't even a conversation anymore. There's like nothing here. You're just too high, Kevin. You're just too high.
Well, it's not Fat Man on Batman anymore. It's Fat Man Beyond. And
yeah.
I still listen to that.
Yeah, it just kind of turned into what feels like so many other like YouTube shows. Like Fat Man on Batman used to get a lot of people on there to talk about specific things from like comics and things like that.
Did you see the Rick Baker episode?
Doubt it.
Special effects genius. They still have a lot of guests.
Maybe I'll look into it. It's just been a while. Not to mention he's just been so busy doing other stuff.
That's why we had more Black Man Beyond episodes. Just Mark up there with
yeah.
Phil Lamar quite a bit.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, I love Phil Lamar.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
His enemies.
You know what?
He's so talented, probably his parents.
We hate you for your talents.
No, they hated him way before they knew he was talented.
Really?
Yeah, and they abused him and molested him.
Oh.
That's why he's so talented.
Okay.
If you want to be
Well, now
rich,
shit's dark.
if you want to be rich, what you really want to do is have a kid that's attractive enough and then just fuck them up. And definitely ignore them and give them a complex. You definitely want them to have self-esteem issues so that they find ways of getting approval, because one of those ways might be laughter. And then they might be funny.
I'll be sure to not do that.
Okay, well, are you going to have kids?
At this point in my life, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, me too, right? That ship sailed, for sure.
Well, I don't think that it sailed necessarily.
Dude.
Like, you don't have the biological clock that a woman does. But,
No, I check my phone for my time.
Yeah. Alright. But I'm just,
It's
you know.
6:17 on March 18th, 2018.
Dope.
Okay, Google, what time do I need a baby?
Don't call me
Here
baby.
are some results.
When is the right time to have a baby? Late teens and early 20s. It's when you're most fertile.
According to... Okay, so it's just talking about... If you really want to have a baby, this is the time to do it.
Best sleep schedules for babies 0 to 3 months. Baby should sleep 14 to 17 hours a day.
Wow.
It sounds like
Lazy
these-
fucking things.
But the parents only sleep for 3 because they're stupid toffs and they don't fucking manage their time.
That's true. Sleep when the baby sleeps for 17 hours.
Exactly. Quit binging Netflix and nap, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, just Netflix and nap.
I love Netflix and nap. Because sometimes when I'm snoring or I have like an apnea issue, I look up and it's like, oh, that's a cool story.
Alright. I prefer Amazon Prime and anal, but that's just me. Anyways. Did you see the trailer for Spiral?
What's Spiral?
The new Saw movie?
Yes, I did.
With Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
What are we doing?
Chris Rock apparently loved the Saw movies and wanted to like bring it back. So it's kind of a reboot, but it's also just kind of a sequel.
How? He's not like that was the thing that was bothering me. As I was watching, I was like, "Oh, are they going to focus more on the cops?" And I was like, "The first one was very focused on the cops." And then he's like chained up, and I'm like, "Are they just remaking it? He's not finding a new thing to do. He just wanted to be in Saw."
Yeah.
He's so rich. He's looking at a performance as like, I could do that.
Apparently he liked Saw, and it's releasing in May, so they have some fucking. They think it's gonna do something.
May?
Yeah, they're releasing it during summer
Start
movie
of the
season.
blockbusters?
Yeah.
Nowhere near Halloween?
Right? So they obviously think that it's going to do... Because I would have expected this to be a January movie with the fact that it's literally Saw 9.
Saw comes out on Halloween.
Yeah, it used to.
It's a tradition.
Did Jigsaw come out on Halloween?
When did we see it?
I don't know.
Shit, I don't know.
It's not on the YouTube channel anymore, so...
Remember when they helped H3 build that giant vape? That was a Jigsaw promotion.
I didn't know. I remember the giant vape. That's
they
weird.
Still have it.
That's weird. But yeah, they're putting this out during summer movie season, so obviously they think it's going to do something.
That's so... You know what? Let's see it.
I'm down.
We saw the last one.
It also just looks like better. It's not all gross and green like all the other ones used
James
to be.
Wan as a film student making dumb decisions.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they got the director that did 2 and 3 back for this one, but it just looks better. It's Darren Lynn Bousman doing back at this, I guess. James Wan only did the first one.
Okay, Google. Darren Lynn Bousman.
According to Wikipedia, Darren Lynn Bousman is an American film director and screenwriter.
Lynn Bousman.
He was educated at Shawnee Mission North High School. Is that here?
Sounds like it.
And he went to Full Sail University and University of Kansas.
Weird.
According to Wikipedia, Shawnee Mission
What
North
if
High
it's
School
Kansas?
is a
Stop
public
reading shit to me.
But that's what it wants to do.
It's not even looking at the article. I want to look at it. Look at this. Click it. It's going to disappear. Click it. It's going to disappear. I want to see what other shit he's made.
Repo the Genetic Opera. The Devil's Carnival. The Devil's Carnival 2, never gonna happen. Oh, I want it to. But, you know.
Darren, not Daryl. Stupid. Stupid. Stupid, stupid.
He's done a lot of, like, very, stylized shit.
Alex has moved the photo shoot back to 7:30. Alone Land, Saint Agatha, Abattoir.
Damn, he's actually done a lot of shit.
Dude is busy. Tales of Halloween. It looks like he doesn't care what he makes. They're all darker movies.
Yeah.
But where did he get his start?
Short film called Butterfly Dreams, I guess.
Stupid.
Then he did Identity Lost, and then Saw 2 and 3.
Well, I'll check out Spiral when it comes out.
Oh, and he did Saw 4 as well, apparently.
Oh, that's what we started looking for. The Spiral trailer. So I can go ahead and watch this.
Oh, have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, I wish I had told you about the surprise Sam Jackson then.
Oh, right. Spiral is the Saw movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that.
Okay.
Right. I was like, what's Spiral?
Saw not.
Because that's a significant part of the iconography of Saw, for sure, is a spiral.
Yeah.
We see the word spiral, we're supposed to think Saw.
I mean, I don't think we're supposed to think Saw.
Can't
but
wait
then
for the
it
sequel,
has
fucking Jig.
Jig.
Stupid assholes.
Well, I think they changed it because they want it to seem different enough from the people who are like, Saw again. You know, basically worked on us. Not by the title, but the look of it.
It's Saw again, that's the point.
Yep.
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm down.
When's it come out?
May.
Right. We just had this whole conversation.
Yep.
Stupid. I'm gonna top off this coffee real quick.
Alright.
I said, hey ladies. I said, hey ladies.
Hey, ladies.
You know what's colder than ice cold?
No.
I want to see you on your best behavior. I am your supervisor.
I'm your supervisor. Prepare to be supervised,
You
bitch.
can supervise these nuts.
I already am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any tips for improvement?
They're hideous.
It's not very helpful feedback. That's not really good coaching.
Well, figure it out.
I could steam the wrinkles out.
You need to do a lot more than that.
Or give it a trim.
A trim?
Yeah, a trim.
No. Full-blown shave.
But that's a lot, because right now there's no dead spots like a kiwi.
I don't know what that means.
It's just a dense patch of fur, just balls. I'm not talking bush here. I'm just talking nut fur. Like a piece of carpeting. It's close.
Gross. You're disgusting.
Yeah. Well, I keep it tame. I'll put some gel down there. Style it.
All right. Sounds real gross.
Well, if they're not going to appreciate me for my natural body, then they're frankly sexist, and I don't want to deal with them.
I am not sexist.
If I want to grow out my ball hair, that's my business. It's my body.
I mean, sure. You gonna braid it? You could braid it into your head hair.
I'm natural.
You could braid it into your head hair.
I don't cut anything.
And your beard hair.
I barely wash.
Except your wrists, bro.
That's why I wear wristbands everywhere. Got some secrets to hide.
Is that why people wore wristbands back in the day?
Yeah.
Great.
And to hide guitar picks. They couldn't play guitar.
See, that's what I knew it for. Was for hiding guitar picks and getting less resistance. Whenever you're sweaty and you're playing guitar, if your arm is going against the fucking body of the guitar.
No, they were cutting themselves.
I mean, it could have been all those things.
Yeah. Some of the people who actually played guitar might have been doing it. I haven't seen a guitar player with a wristband in a long time.
TJ wore them when he was playing bass.
I haven't seen a guitar player with a wristband in a long time.
Yeah, wristbands aren't really a thing anymore.
Yeah, how much do you fucking sweat playing guitar?
A lot.
If you're on stage. Dave Grohl
If you're
does
going all out.
Dave Grohl does it.
He doesn't have sweat glands.
I said Dave Grohl does it.
Oh.
He gets
Well,
wet
that's
up
weird.
there.
Well, that's just his pussy, bro.
Ha.
Ha.
Pussy ass.
Ha.
We got you.
Ha.
We got you, babe.
So Nintendo.
Yeah, what about Nintendo?
Nintendo. So I decided for streaming, I want to do all the Zelda games and I want to do all the Pokemon games because they're the best games of all.
How about you,
Right.
Nintendo? You
Well,
faff.
so I bought a Nintendo 3DS XL
Okay.
and I'm like, hell yeah. So I'm going to get in the virtual console on there and I'm going to buy all the Pokemon games that I can. And for some reason, Nintendo is real dumb. So for Gen 1, I got Pokemon Yellow. And then for Gen 2, I got Pokemon Crystal. And then, because I figure for Gen 3, I can get, Leaf Green or Fire Red, which would be the remake of Gen 1, as well as Ruby or Sapphire or Emerald. And then, so on and so forth. But there's a huge gap in their shit. They don't actually have Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or Fire Red, or Leaf Green, or they
You should just pay $20 for one of those little pocket emulators.
Yeah, I think I am going to emulate because the other thing that I found out is that you can't fucking capture the 3DS at all at this point.
What was your plan to capture it?
My plan was I didn't know it was going to be impossible to do. I figured it was going to be a fairly simple thing where I could buy a thing to do it, or I would be able to do it somehow with a wire or something like that.
Right.
But, that's not how it is. How it is you have to send it to a company that is not even affiliated with Nintendo, and they have to basically add a capture card into the 3DS, which is not technically a capture card, but just a thing that makes it so that you can plug a USB cord into it and then plug it into a computer and then capture it with OBS. But those things are either super expensive, used, or, because the companies that were making them are now out of business.
Dang.
So it's impossible. So basically everything I can find just says, they have, these really elaborate setups of just, recording the screen, with a camera, and just doing, layouts and stuff on the screen and not moving the fucking thing. And I'm just like, this is nonsense. I'm just going to emulate everything.
You thought about just hacking it?
You can. There's a way to do it, but the big thing is, you can't do it on most games. It has to be, the newest 3DS XL, 3DS games, essentially. And there's only, a few of them you can do it on, and the lag is, insane.
Wow.
So it's just wow, Nintendo. That really sucks. That pisses me off a lot.
So emulation.
They're the worst. Yeah, I'm going to emulate. Which, it sucks because, the game, everything controls differently. Unless I could do, a Raspberry Pi or something with an actual controller of some kind.
The Pi stuff's pretty simple. John did it in a day.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because, just getting the emulator on my computer and shit. Like, I had a Game Boy Advance emulator, and I was playing Pokemon Fire Red on there for a while. But it sucks, because you do it all via keyboard, and so it's, like, hard to figure out what all the buttons do. Like, is this a save state? Is this the save? The save didn't work. Why didn't the save work?
Hook up a controller.
Yeah. I need to find a controller that's,
Get
not
like
a piece of
$10.
shit. Yeah, I have one for playing shit on Steam, but it's such
Your
trash.
little Xbox controller. That one did suck. Get a little Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that because Nintendo makes it fucking impossible. And I looked in to see if they had any that were out there that were fitted with this kind of thing, and they're like, they are out there because they were used. Nintendo gave them specifically to people who were making games, so that they could work on games, essentially. And that's the only ones that ever existed as far as shit that could be plugged into like a TV or a computer like that. And some of them have popped up for sale, like the old just DS ones, and they're going for like $900.
Of course.
It's like pointless.
Have people been streaming these or something?
I don't know how people have like streamed Sun and Moon and shit and made it look so good. But once again, that was 2016, whenever these companies were still in business that could do the fucking hack and everything and make it all work properly.
You're gonna have to learn to solder.
Well,
I thought they had jailbroken that. You could put extra software on it.
no, you can. You can put the extra software on that, but the issue is the lag and the dropped frames and stuff.
No good.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna find an emulator and do that because fucking Nintendo, man. I tried to do it all the right way. I'm like, I'm gonna buy the games legit from like the virtual console, and the ones I can't get there, I'm just gonna go buy and spend a bunch of money. Like I spent $200 on this DS, and now it's like, all right, thanks Nintendo.
But you get to play the games.
Yeah, which I'm down for. I'm still going to keep it. And A Link Between Worlds, I can't wait to play that. It's like $30 on the virtual console. Not virtual console, on the Nintendo store. So that's dope.
I haven't gotten to play that one yet. But I heard it's one of the good ones.
Yeah, I've seen a good chunk of it played. But then people stopped. Dickheads. Thanks, Game Grumps. You couldn't continue the fucking playthrough.
Just do your job. You're playing games.
Jeez.
How hard is your job you can stop playing a video game because you're tired?
And fix your thumbnails. Turn them back to the way they were. I can't tell what these videos are anymore. They used to do, it was like, here's a picture of the game, here's the number, now you know where you are. And now it's like some random joke that they made in the fucking thing. And it's like, oh, this is the next Twilight Princess? I had no fucking idea.
Yeah, because it's just a picture of a butt.
Yeah, pretty much.
YouTubers aren't very funny people most of the time. They're just funny enough.
Yeah, but that's all they have to be. Just funny enough. So we have a voice message.
Yes, of course.
From your mother.
I was wondering when we were going to get to that.
I have it.
I wonder if she has done it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. It's 9 seconds long. What could she possibly say in 9 seconds?
Well, since we had planned this as a keystone for this episode, that's kind of disappointing.
I'm sure we can read into it. Let me make sure the volume is up.
Okay.
Play.
Ertha Kitt played Catwoman on the original Batman that you're both really too young to know about.
She's telling us
She's telling us about...
Catwoman?
Yeah.
One more time.
Ertha Kitt played
Ertha Kitt?
Catwoman on the original
Okay.
Batman that you're both really too young to
She's
know
saying
about.
Ertha Kitt played Batwoman on the early whatever Majigans, but that's not true because Batwoman wasn't there.
Kid.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. Ertha Kitt was an American singer, actress, dancer, comedian, activist, author, and songwriter known for her highly distinctive
Shut
singing style
up.
in
She
the
did so
1950s.
much.
She sang on Say Si Bon. That's a Creole restaurant around town.
Alright. I believe she did play Batgirl or Catwoman on the old 60s Batman show, but Batwoman wasn't invented yet. So.
She was in The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah, did she play Yzma?
That'd be cool to know. Oh my god, what is this bastard version of Google that happens when I talk to you? Just type.
It just doesn't know when to stop listening.
What a stupid invention. Google is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Probably true.
Click the button. Give me search results. She died in 2008 at 81 years old. Yep, she was Yzma.
Wow.
She was in Days of Future Past as well. And Wolf of Wall Street. She had a storied career. Oh, that's soundtrack. Okay.
So then she died in 2018?
2008, she was 81. Born in
She was in-
1927.
Oh, the soundtrack you said. Okay. I was like, if she was in Days of Future Past, which came out in 2014, she sure didn't die in 2008.
When did IMDb get harder to use? Can they make the buttons bigger? Because I'm stupid.
They made it harder to use fairly recently, when they decided, hey, you should have to pay for this shit.
She was Madame Zeroni in Holes.
Oh, weird.
That is weird.
That's a good movie.
I remember liking Holes. It was okay.
I remember reading the book in 4th grade and loving it, and then heard they were making a movie, and I'm like, and Shia LaBeouf? What?
That was one of those experiences that really solidified that I prefer to watch a movie and then read a book as to read a book and then watch a movie.
I don't really have a preference.
She played the Catwoman. She didn't play Bat anything.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Mom has a long history of being wrong.
This was a reference to the Black Batwoman thing, where you were like, wait, Batwoman's black? And she just wasn't.
Yvonne Craig played Batgirl, who was Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
Julie Newmar also played Catwoman in 13 episodes.
And see, that's the one that I know. I think she just died recently.
Yeah. Ertha Kitt was only Catwoman for 5 episodes.
Interesting.
They swapped them out. New Aunt Viv.
Oh, damn. Well, thanks for the message, Jeff's mom.
Yeah. Thanks for being wrong on the podcast, turd. Really hurting our credibility here.
Send in messages, but we'll rest you.
Yeah, apparently you can drop a message as a comment on Anchor.
Which is so weird.
What is going on? What is this app? Are they cool?
I like them.
I'm not going to use them. I'm on YouTube. Why
Fuck
can't
it.
YouTube...
We can do an ad for them, actually. Like, that's an option right now. They were like, yo, you want to do an ad? You can do it for us right now, and it'll be like $15 for us.
We can just make $15 doing an ad.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be like, yeah, but you need to have a certain amount for us to pay you out or whatever.
Right.
But that's an option.
Why can't
from the
YouTube
beginning.
do everything?
Do what?
Why can't YouTube do everything?
Because they're dumb.
It seems like they should be doing everything right now.
They should. But Anchor's great because, like, you get to... You can... In the app, you can, like, just record a podcast.
Yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to start recording my drive.
Well, there you go. You do all that, and then whenever you upload it and everything, it'll upload it to, like, Spotify and Stitcher and Apple Podcasts and all that shit. Your stuff's just out there. And we get an RSS feed. We don't got to deal with
Making
the
a
difficulty that we had before.
We're too stupid to make a Squarespace.
And there's not a limit where, like SoundCloud, where it's like, oh, you got like 3 hours and then you fucked.
We might be smart enough to set up a Wix. But we're too stupid for Squarespace.
I've heard people have ads of that, but I tend to skip them. So I skip people's ads.
What? How do you even do that?
I hit the arrow key.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, you fast forward a little bit.
Yep. I mean, shit, whenever I, for work, I record podcasts on my computer all the time, like other people's shit off YouTube and stuff. I just hit play, have it in a playlist, record it with OBS, and then I edit it, and then put it on my MP3 player for work. And I'll sit there, and I will cut out the ads so I don't have to listen to them at work.
That's worthy of doing. That's not how I like to experience podcasts.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. But, like, some of them, they do it at really specific times, so you can guess, like, H3H3. That's the perfect
30
one.
minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes, you look right around that area, and visually, they have the thing on the screen. So you know, plus looking at the wave, the fucking audio shit, you can see there's always a gap on each side of it. You just, bye!
Indie Mogul's been doing, they just have an ad counter at the top.
That's
Tells
what
you how long it's going to be.
Corridor Crew has been doing for quite some time as well. Very useful.
Yes.
Everyone should do that.
Yeah, just let you know where to skip to.
Yep. I mean, the big thing is, like, a lot of the podcasts I listen to, they've gotten just, like, crazy with ads, man.
Because they want that money.
That's why I cut them out. Like, the shit's playing on YouTube. They get their view from me, like, all the way through, including their ads, so good for them. And then I cut it out so I don't got to listen to it. Fucking Valley Folk, the Valley Cast, has, like, 10 minutes of ads in the fucking middle of it. The Smodcast does an ad, like, every 15 minutes. It's
What?
like, fucking hell.
I hear Joe Rogan has a lot of ads, but when he puts on YouTube, he lets YouTube put, like, he does red bits that they edit in for iTunes and stuff. But for YouTube, he just used the pre-roll and shit.
Yeah.
So I have red, so I've never had an ad on Joe Rogan.
Yeah. And then there are other people that do ads and stuff, but they make them interesting enough to where I just don't cut them out. Like, they're either quick enough or, like, funny enough to just, like, leave them in. Like Super Mega and...
Just like this word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
We said Super Mega Man? What?
Super Mega, their podcast, they do a lot of ads, but they're funny enough. And Sugar Pine 7, same way. But yeah, I hate ads. That's why I haven't done an ad until now.
Yeah, here's a word from our sponsor.
We'll record it later if we decide to do it.
Yeah, if we have somebody to advertise.
Well, Anchor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We can do
Anchor.
that.
Use Anchor. We listen on YouTube, but use Anchor.
Yeah. I mean, I found out about it through the Smodcast, so.
Okay, you listen to stuff on Anchor?
No.
Because you used
But they did an ad for Anchor.
Oh, okay. Because you used to talk about Stitcher.
Yep. I used to do Stitcher, but YouTube's just easier at this point. Because I can't have my phone on at work. So I have to put shit onto an MP3 player, and I can't just download everything from a bunch of different places. That's just obnoxious. So I just go to YouTube, record it all, edit it. There it is.
I was downloading script notes for a while from their website, but I just keep forgetting to do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple. Dungeons and Daddies is one that I listen
A
to.
bunch of dads play Dungeons and Dragons.
No. It's a bunch of dudes, including Freddie Wong. From Rocket Jump and such.
I remember.
Okay. You just looked at me like, no recognition.
That's just my face.
I got you. You're just listening intently.
I'm a little bit of an Aspie.
But they're like D&D thing. It's like they're all playing a specific like weird cliche dad this whole time. So they do like random dad facts and stuff. It's a comedy podcast that's hilarious and it works within the parameters of Dungeons and Dragons, but it's not like set in that kind of world. Like they ride around in a Honda Odyssey.
Okay.
It's hilarious. I love it. I
Is it
actually support them
medieval
on Patreon. Do what?
Is it medieval period? But they're in a Honda Odyssey?
It's like a normal like place. They go through this fucking like dimensional portal or whatever, and they end up in a place that's like Dungeons and Dragony.
Okay.
But they have their Honda Odyssey.
How much do you give these people on Patreon?
$2 a month.
Okay. Do you support anybody else?
Not at the moment. Once Fungeons and Flagons comes back, I'll support that too.
Freddie Wong needs to stop playing games and get back to making Rocket Jump University.
I don't think he's particularly interested at this point.
Well, how are they supposed to run an online school if he's not doing shit?
Maybe they have other people. I don't know.
Because they're not uploading videos either. Am I supposed to just go to their fucking forum and have discussions about filmmaking? I want to see stupid essays.
Alright. There's plenty of stupid essays on the internet.
Yeah, there are. I'm glad those people are finally getting the shit thrown at them. They've never been credible. They were just making videos.
Which people?
Every Frame of Painting, Nerd Writer, all those people, all those fucks. You're not an authority. Just a nerd. Just a stupid asshole with a microphone.
I agree. That's why I hate whenever people are like, well, who are you? It's like, who is anybody?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's just a bunch of nerds and nobody has more, like, authority over any of this shit.
Nerd Writer has made 0 fucking films.
Sure.
Fucking... Why do we care about his opinion on soundtracks?
Because he's interesting.
Is he?
Yeah.
Does he bring up some good points?
Yeah.
Sometimes?
Sure.
In a transitional fashion.
What do you mean?
I'm just making fun of the way he talks. Fuck him.
I like him.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, they have a podcast, and I'm about to check out. So
Came a long way from Seeker. He was one of their news reporters.
I know nothing of this.
The Seeker and Daily News, not Daily News, Discovery, D News.
No idea.
Discovery Network put up. Well, they have a lot of YouTube properties, but they
SourceFed was one of them.
Yeah, they just had hot young people read the current events in front of a green screen. He was one of the people doing that.
Weird. Yeah, there's a lot of movie essay people that I listen to because they say things where I'm like, oh damn, I didn't even think of that. That makes a lot of sense. I like that.
I just like to hear breakdowns sometimes.
Yeah. That's why, like, there have been some people out there that do that fucking, like, who is such and such to be able to blah blah, and I'm like, dude, like, fuck off. This is movies, bro. Like, why is this so serious? It's not like these people are giving medical advice. And you're like, yeah, but you're not a doctor. It's people enjoying entertainment and sharing how they feel about it and breaking it down.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a serious thing where people should be, like, being stupid about it.
The big response that Every Frame of Painting got when they went and said all the Marvel movie music sucks because it's unrecognizable and temp music is killing film scoring. He got a lot of pushback from that. That was the last video he made, I think.
I remember, I think I watched that, and at the time, I agreed with it.
Yeah.
But they have expanded quite a bit with what they've done, and actually, like, a lot of their shit's more recognizable at this point. But at that point, that was, like, around Age of Ultron time, wasn't it?
The music, no, it's Thor. Music in Thor did, well, it was after Thor, but the music in Thor legitimately sucked.
like earlier Thor.
Yeah, the first Thor.
Yeah.
And we're still Thor about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking he put this video out around Age of Ultron time.
I think you're right.
Like, because at that time it was just like generic as fuck.
Yeah.
But they've definitely expanded upon all that. Especially with like the Spider-Man theme and shit. That's excellent. No? Not that.
Started somewhere else and then ended somewhere else.
Is this a Michael Bolton song? Where are we at?
This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow.
It was! Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit!
No.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Did you see the teensy tiny bit of
Little bit of Spider?
Batman footage?
What Batman footage?
New Batman.
There's a new Batman.
Robert Pattinson Batman.
Is this a trailer?
It's a trailer. It's a fucking screen test for the suit. It's basically just the suit reveal.
Okay.
Like, and only kind of. Like, you can't even see the ears, but you see the chest piece and the face.
These pictures or...
It's like a 40-second video.
Moronic.
Yeah. I don't understand the trailer for a trailer for a trailer for a trailer.
Well, if they did it with Joker, they kept releasing stupid screen tests.
Oh, really? I didn't see any of those. I like the music, though. It sounds like something Ramin Djawadi would do.
It's just a black screen. There's some red coming in. It looks like foam.
Isn't that most Batsuits, though?
Why does he look sad?
Because he's Batman. He's always sad.
Why is he pouting, though? Why is his lip quivering?
Because his mom died.
Martha?
Martha. I think my favorite part is the music. Because it sounds like my favoriteest composer.
Who's that?
Ramin Djawadi.
Roman Djawadi.
Ramin Djawadi. He did Westworld, Game of Thrones, Pacific Rim.
One of the dudes who
Apparently he also did the first Iron Man movie, but it doesn't stand out at all.
piano theme guy?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All those things have the same thing.
Yeah. He does really good work. I love it. Like, that's the only thing. Game of Thrones Season 8, everybody's like, it's garbage. But fuck, that music was amazing. Because he did, like, some really cool twists on, like, a lot of people's themes from the show. And made it, like, just crazy storytelling.
I watched
shit.
him break down his composing for the show before in some interviews.
Yeah.
And he was like, by the time that we got to season 5, we were running out of new instruments for people.
Yeah. There's too many people on this show.
Everyone has their own instrument. Some people are just a kalimba at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. I always liked the Pacific Rim theme, and then like a couple of years ago I was watching it, I was like, holy shit, it's him!
I haven't seen Pacific Rim yet.
Really?
Yeah, I missed most of the movies. Period. All of them. Ever.
And you're sitting there talking about on the last podcast how Guillermo del Toro, this stuff is blah or whatever.
The Lost Podcast?
No, the last podcast.
Yeah, it was just being
That's going to
shitty.
be diced into pieces. I'm
I love
edit that one.
Guillermo. It's just when I look back at his IMDb, I'm just like, why do I love Guillermo? Did I see any of these?
I mean, I feel like he
might just be
his
one of-
creature work is just really good. His effects work is really good.
Yeah, I do expect something stunning when I go to see a Guillermo movie.
Yeah. Like, even Crimson Peak, like, as a story, was just like, this, you know, the cinema score was probably pretty bad for that one because it's, like, marketed as, like, a horror thing, but it's not. Like some of like the creature designs are still really cool. It's still like really beautifully shot, but it's like this is just a love story. It's like, well, that's
Shape of
disappointing.
Water.
Probably.
Didn't that win Best Picture?
I believe so. Yeah.
Weird.
Yep. Didn't see that one. Half wanted to, but that was just like.
Lower half or upper half?
What's the question?
You half wanted to.
Oh,
Deal with
left
it.
half.
Okay. What's left on your notepad, son?
Nothing.
We hit all the topics already?
Yeah, there was only a couple there.
That was so fast.
It was just Spiral, Anchor Message, and Spiral.
What's Anchor? Oh, right. My mom.
Message
called
from
her.
Anchor.
Should we call her and tell her she's wrong about Catwoman?
I don't know.
Alright. Let's do it.
It might be funnier if she just listens to the thing and then and then we do another one in a couple weeks.
But then she has to hear, when she listens to this, she has to hear herself be wrong.
Huh?
What was that lady's name again?
Ertha Kitt.
Ertha Kitt. Okay. I just want to make sure I sound smart, like I have my facts.
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Hey, dude, how are you doing?
Ertha Kitt played Catwoman, you stupid tot.
Eartha Kitt did play Catwoman.
Yeah, we were talking about Batwoman with a B. Bravo, Alpha, Tango.
Oh.
Batwoman didn't exist.
No, Batwoman, Batgirl was on the original.
Duh.
But
Batgirl was
not
also
Batwoman.
in the 60s Batman.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Batgirl
right,
was
which is the
Batwoman.
opposite of what you just said because you were wrong.
I'll take it. It's an unsolicited phone call. I'll take I'm wrong, but I do think you guys picked Catwoman, and so.
Yeah,
But
and
no,
Eartha
the
Kitt was
girl
only
who played
Catwoman for
Batgirl
5
was,
episodes.
The girl who played that girl was the same girl that played number 9 on Get Smart.
Cool. Glad you know that. Let me see if that's right. You're not trustworthy.
Yeah, go ahead and check that out.
First of all, I'd like to say that Eartha Kitt only played Catwoman for 5 episodes out of the 21 available episodes.
Yeah, you can blame that on Lady Bird Johnson.
I do.
So you do know that. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm reading directly from IMDb.
I saw a cool story about it where they said civil rights conversations they would be done today in tech. And I honestly, okay, to be fair, I do feel that Ertha Kitt is very easily responsible to the first lady.
We'll just put her under the jacket for a minute.
Maybe her walk home.
Well, she can hear us.
Taking her on the White House without even a limo, that was beyond rude. That was retaliation.
I don't even think she saw Get Smart. That was really like Dad's show.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't think you're talking to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
put you in my jacket so he couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay, there's the next function that I am not.
You're on the podcast right now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the,
It's going to be very hard for you to retcon this being wrong since it's being recorded.
one second.
Okay. We're going to go back to what we were doing now.
Okay, yes, alright, let me stop it.
Love you too. Zach, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Bye,
Hi. Hang up.
Got him.
Got him.
Boom.
Well, that was a thing. You know what else I found out that's kind of cool?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
No, you did that right.
I do want to know. Obstinate and churlish.
Oh. I recently found out that both Sword and Shield and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have a what's the word?
Pokemon Go?
No, they have a it's like Pokemon Stadium essentially within the game. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, Pokemon Home.
No.
Oh.
I mean, that might be a thing too.
It is a thing.
I mean, I don't know if it's the stadium thing.
Right.
But both Sword and Shield and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they basically have Pokemon Stadium built in. How crazy is that?
They should.
They
Pokemon
should.
Stadium's great.
Yeah. And they only had like 3 of those.
And then they had Poketekken, which I still haven't played.
Me either. I wanted to get it, but it's just not a big enough game to still be $60.
Yeah.
It's still $60, and there's like 10-ish Pokemon that you can play as. Like, there's just not enough there at all. Especially for $60.
Tit Fires is a good roster for a normal fighting game, but there's 600 Pokemon.
Yeah. And there's so many of them that I don't care to use. Like, I would maybe pay $10 for it to play it, like, maybe twice.
Well, they're probably going to add DLC characters.
I mean, they haven't yet. I think the issue was it was the end of the Wii U era.
Right.
And now it's just sitting there.
You can get it on Switch.
Yeah.
It's still $60.
Yeah.
But you can get it on it.
But if they do a sequel or whatever, I mean, that's kind of... I don't think they would just add DLC
Well, they're
to a game that was primarily a Wii U game.
They're putting out 6 more new Smash Brothers characters.
I mean, that's good. They should.
Yeah.
And whenever they come out with Breath of the Wild 2, what I'm going to call Breath of the Wild 2 until it comes out,
Bot 2.
they should just
Bot
DLC that forever too. Not like forever, but for quite some time.
I was hoping they would DLC Breath of the Wild 1 forever.
Yeah.
And just add
Me too.
dungeons, because I want to play some dungeons.
Yep.
Zelda fans have not... Zelda fans, like, the learning that we did for Breath of the Wild was that we love it. We want to be able to upgrade and repair items. And, yeah, we still actually want dungeons.
Yeah. Because it is like... You can beat Breath of the Wild in, I'll say, like 5 hours. If you're good, but not like a speed runner, and it's your first time going through, like, you can probably beat it in about 5 hours.
If you just want to kill Ganon.
Yeah. I mean, and do the Divine Beasts as well. Well, there might be a little bit there.
No, it takes me a whole day to do that.
Because you have to, there's a little bit of stuff in there that's you have to do that. So I'd say 10 hours.
It took me it takes me 12.
Well, what does that say about you?
You want to see who can do this the fastest right now?
Oh, I know I can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying I can. I'm saying that there are people out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, people that are really skilled at games just in general that could, like, their first time beat Breath of the Wild if they're just going to those points.
Yeah, I died on the Gerudo Ganon, the Gerudo Blight. A lot. No, not the Gerudo, the Rito.
The bird one?
Yeah. I died at the Rito one a lot.
I don't...
Well, that was when I was in Master Mode.
I haven't gotten to any of those in Master Mode yet. I'm building up my my stuff.
I beat
just
that
doing
ass.
shrines and stuff now, and then trying to get the Master Sword before I do that. I don't think I don't have very significant deaths in Breath of the Wild so far. Like, most of my deaths come from, I could definitely climb that.
No.
And then it's like, oh, now it's raining, ha ha. You know, that kind of situation. I've probably died, what's it called? Eventide Island. Died quite a few times there.
I died once there.
But with the blights, I don't know. I think I had the most trouble with the electric one, Thunderblight Ganon, but The rest of them were pretty easy. Because they were, like, very obvious shit. Like, the thing that blew my mind was using Cryonis against the water one. Like, that was crazy. Yeah. I was just like, what? This is the best.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
It's not that hard in Master Mode either. I mean, like, they are real boss fights in Master Mode.
Yeah.
But your timing on the Rito one has to be really good. Like, their phases are repeatable and shit, but there's just not very many options in there. And
yeah.
He can come out of nowhere and get you.
It's true.
He does so much damage. I did not have that many hearts.
That's why I'm gonna get all those hearts first.
No.
So that way I can go get the Master Sword. Because that's kind of like why I didn't have a lot of deaths early on. Because I was like, I know you gotta have 13 hearts to get the Master Sword. So I immediately went for that first.
Yeah, that was my logic. Instead of... Because we know John's logic is always stamina. And then, like, if you need to get the Master Sword, just trade with the dude and not Hitano. Yeah, Hitano.
Yeah. The evil-ass statue.
Yeah, but there's, like, I need to be able to
right
take
next
2
to your
hits.
house. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm doing right now is doing all the shrines that I can to get hearts so I can go get the Master Sword, and then as soon as I figure out that I need stamina, I'll go do some trades.
Right on.
But yeah.
You're going to do sword trial?
I attempted it once on not Master Mode, and I'm just like, I love the idea of it. I was killed by the fucking Hinox. It was a Hinox, right? In the first trials. In like the weakest one. Like I got to, I think it was a Hinox, it might have been a Talus, whatever it is. Threw something and hit an exploding barrel and murdered me. Threw it like right next to me. I'm like hiding behind a tree. It must have been a Hinox. Fucking threw something at me and it hit the exploding barrel next to me, killed me, and I was like, I'm like on room 10 or whatever. I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, I've seen people play through it and shit, and I'm just like, there's so many areas where I'm just like, oh, I fucking hate that shit. I don't want to do it.
By the time that DLC dropped, I was so ready for a real challenge.
And it's been a while for me. Like my issue is like whenever I'm dealing with a big group of enemies, I always go for stealth.
Yeah.
I always go stealth, and I'm always highly stocked up on arrows, so I can just like find a really good hiding place, fire from far away, and do it that way, and knock down the number of enemies like a lot at least, if not take them out completely. Like when I was doing the Champions Ballad, when I was doing that shit, like when it had like the 4 different camps or whatever, I was just like, I'm not going in here with the one-hit obliterator. Fuck that, boys. I'm going to stand way over here and shoot arrows at them until they're gone. And that's how I did that.
That was pretty hard.
It was. I tried with the obliterator like twice, and I'm like, dude, fuck this.
Master mode, a normal mob is still just too much.
Yeah.
They'll kill you so fast.
Yeah. So they're doing all these things. That's insane.
I'd have to practice the combat in the game to get that good. Just practicing it.
I mean, that's what makes Master Mode really hard for me, because like I'm saying, like, I usually stealth and do arrows, which takes a long time.
They regenerate.
They just regenerate in Master Mode.
You gotta get down there and kill them.
Completely pointless. Like bombs and stuff. You try to kill a Guardian in Master Mode like that? Impossible.
Bombs?
Just throw bombs at them for a long time. They just regenerate it before you can kill them. It's like...
You have to.
But you know, now you just get on a horse and you take your Master Sword and you chop all its legs off and smack it around. That's what you do. It's the best way to do it. Because I'm trying to get better posture.
I've been super.
Because I'm always like this. I'm always in like a weird balled up position. Need to not be. That's why I'm going to be a hunchback when I'm old.
Yeah, I've noticed my back's starting to do this more now that I've stopped having any kind of real posture.
Yeah. So I'm just like working on my back and my chest so my muscles hold me in place. Yes.
I started getting that hand workout stuff for my desk. We can't have any electronics near our desk because we have people's insurance information. But after enough chicanery, we've managed to get some toys approved. So I have an old-fashioned slinky and a fidget spinner. And I did have a hacky sack that we would throw around, but they saw us on camera playing catch in the call center, and they're like, you guys are going to break something. Please stop. So we can have 4 personal items. I got my water bottle, those 2 toys, and now I have the hand conditioner, the strengthen thing, the grip thing. I got one that's adjustable and has a counter on it, and it can do up to 80 pounds of resistance.
Crazy.
Yeah. My hand is strong today. It's bruised on the palm because I did so many 80 pounds that I went back and tried to do it again. I was like, can't. Touch it. No.
It's like the worst place to get a bruise. The bottom of your foot, the palm of your hand. They're the freaking worst.
Yeah, I keep poking it too.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. You're like, it feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, ow. Ow. Ow.
But my hands don't have that. My hands don't feel like they have sleepiness in them since I started doing that. They feel like I've already worked for an hour. So they're like, they feel more nimble and strong.
Nice. Yeah. I found that, working out has done that as well. Like having to fucking grip something, especially something that has resistance to it that you don't want to drop, it'll wake your hands right up.
Sleepy hands hurt me in Smash Brothers. That's a concern.
Sleepy hands, cold hands. Bad stuff.
I just wanted to strengthen my pinky so I can be better at guitar. Because I stopped doing the whole hand and just doing the thumb and the bottom 2 fingers. I can't do 80 pounds like that. But.
Yeah, I was playing guitar last week. Me and this dude from work been playing music, and I was playing his guitar, and like I put my pinky behind the neck when I play.
I've seen it,
and I didn't really realize it. It's like, why do you do that? People use their pinky to play. I'm just like, I don't. My pinkies are like annoying. They don't like to move. Like it's like they move in like segments. It doesn't like.
It's a little sloppy.
It doesn't move smooth like the rest of them do. It just like.
Well, if I'm trying to do that,
it pops annoying.
Yeah, I mean,
like having it like moving it because it's down here. It's like my first 2 joints. Like they don't, and that's like both of my pinkies. So it's just kind of out. I could never be a great guitarist. That's why I hit drums.
Yeah, you don't need your pinkies for your drums.
It's true. Don't even need arms.
Apparently. I've seen some pretty amputated people play some pretty sick drums.
Yeah?
Because they have prosthetics and they're cheating.
Oh. Wow. What cheaters.
Yeah.
I actually have to use muscles for that.
If my hands were literally
energy.
If my hands were literally made to use drumsticks the most efficient way, I'd be able to do it.
Yeah. Just put a little motor in there. And you're always on time.
Yeah, you just sync it up.
I feel like this was definitely a more successful podcast.
It was. What did we sit at?
I don't know.
An hour and 16 minutes.
Damn, this was actually a long one.
We killed it.
Hell yeah. We're the best around.
Around.
Nothing never gonna keep
The
us down.
best. Around.
Around.
Around us ever.
Around.
I like the like super dark sounding note at the end because it just sounds sinister. Like it doesn't sound like it's the right note for sure, but I like it. It's like da 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 da. It's like
Mortal Kombat.
Yes, Mortal Kombat. Oh, that was another thing we could talk about.
Yeah,
Too
sure.
late.
Oh, bye.
Too 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 late.
Well, bye.
Too late.
Well, bye.
Too late.